One of the things that I've heard in the screenwriting world that I haven't been comfortable with is the notion that you have to have conflict in every scene. In the past, I haven't been able to figure out why I have been uncomfortable with this, but now I feel like I have something specific to say about it, that it's a bad idea to have conflict in every scene because it makes a movie boring. And the reason it makes it boring is because conflict is based on the emotion of anger. And if you have anger in every scene, you have monotony. Think about the fact that if you eat the same food every day, you get bored with that food. It's the same with everything in life. Too much of a good thing, too much of one thing gets to be boring. The other part of this has to do with what do you do about that, okay? And until recently, I don't think I've had a really good answer for that either, but now I think I have an answer, which is, that if the same thing and the same emotion are boring, then changing the emotion is what makes a film interesting. And how do you do that? Place to start for this has to do with the whole notion of mirror neurons, which is a part of our brain, which helps us mimic things around us, particularly the expressions and the behavior of people around us. That if I smile at you, you're going to smile at me. If I frown at you, you're going to frown at me. I mean, watch yourself. I go, smile at you, kind of a fake smile, but if I frown at you, you can feel your own face probably shifting. And that's the operation of these mirror neurons. And this is an important way that we read people in daily life is by sensing the reactions of our mirror neurons. It's not just about emotions and such either. It's, if you watch boxing or something like that, you may notice that the tension in your body changes. If you see somebody throw a hit, maybe you feel like you're throwing a hit, or if somebody takes a hit, you feel like you're taking a hit. That's your mirror neurons at work. Okay, so what's the practical application of this? I think it's that since your mirror neurons are always working, that the emotions elicited in your audience are a byproduct of the emotions being communicated by the activity of the people on the screen. For example, if you go about an hour in on the bridges of Madison County, you find a set of scenes where really the two characters are beginning to negotiate a sexual relationship. And it starts out with the Meryl Streep character lying in a warm bathtub, covered by soapy water, and she looks up and she says, everything was becoming erotic. You're going to feel that too. And when she goes downstairs and they start interacting, you see her take a phone call from her friend Madge, and she puts her hand on Clint Eastwood's shoulder, and he reaches back and begins to caress the hand. And when the phone call is done, they stand up and have this very long, sensual dance. If you watch something like this and watch yourself, you probably sense that you are feeling what you would feel if you were in a similar situation. What goes on the screen affects what the audience feels. A further point is that if conflict is associated with anger, then cooperation is associated with different kinds of feelings. That if you think about a whole range of emotions, happy, sad, angry, afraid, if somebody threatens you, you feel afraid. If somebody mistreats you, you feel angry. If someone does something nice for you, you feel happy. It's what goes on the screen. The audience will mirror it literally. And this is a way for you to put variety into your script and into your film that the audience will find very satisfying.